Hello and welcome to the Quiver channel. I'm Jason, your host, and this is the second part of how it all began for my treatment and that. So yeah, after that, then this all happened in like an afternoon. He went back to my file and he basically crossed out all of the treatment procedures that they were thinking of trying and all the ones that I was on. He shut down all the medication and everything. And he says, we're going to try something different. He says, first of all, he gave me a phone number. He says, okay, this is the crisis number. He says, if this doesn't work or things get worse, I want you to just call this number if you're in any situation where you believe yourself you cannot handle it. He says, you're objective enough to know when things are going bad. That was a nice thing as well. That was putting the power in my hands. And then he said, okay, we're going to start using technology, your gaming, your computers, your virtual reality, everything like that obviously is helping because you're still alive, and therefore we're going to build on that. I want you to tell me anything new that you're going to put in place. I want you to coordinate with your GP on all these things that you try. And in return, I'm going to let you design your own treatment regime. And so that's how we began. Using AI, using different kinds of beds, because I couldn't sleep on a normal bed. I still have trouble. If I try to sleep on a normal bed, I usually have to sleep in VR first, because VR is very good at resetting your brain. It may sound weird to sleep in VRchat and things like that, but the thing is, if you sleep in virtual reality and VRchat, it has a way of resetting your mental thing. Some people will do it, use it when they are on jet lag, if they've moved from one country to another. They'll use it when they have insomnia. They'll use it when their shifts are different, as in they're changing from a day shift till night shift. It helps to reset their brain for some reason. If you can get a night's actual sleep in VR, something about it really does reset your brain and your mental faculties, so you can actually deal with different things. And that has always helped with my PTSD. You see, if I lie down on a bed, sometimes it can make me relive Paola's death, and this isn't a good thing. So even that part of it was thingy. But the interesting thing is, we found is if I convince my brain that it's not a bed, that's why for almost 3 years I slept on an air mattress and a futon, because I could convince my brain that it's not a bed. It's not the same as a hospital bed. It's not the same as a normal bed. And even though I was basically hedging reality, I could do it enough that it allowed me to sleep. Now, this is why it's so nice for me to now sleep on a futon. That futon I've got in my sofa futon that turns from a sofa to a futon. I can quite easily convince my brain that it's not a bed, and therefore I don't trigger really bad things. So it's little things like that that really have helped me over time. Ooh, it's cold out. It's still 3 Celsius. I just felt like going out, and I realised that I had enough little pardon me, I had enough change to get the dogs some snacks. And I do like giving the doggies snacks. So I've just picked up a couple of burgers, cheeseburgers. And my little doggies are going to go wild for that, my two doggies. Come on. Actually, this is okay for me to cross on them because I'm going to have to do some work on my Quingo. Actually, no one's coming this way. I'm going to go straight across. There are a couple of things that need tightening up on my Quingo. So I'll have to do a maintenance on it. Put it on its side. Well, not on its side, on its back. But not today. Not why the weather's like this. It's too cold. But this might be the last Quingo journey you see me do until the weather's at least in the above 5 degrees. So. That's how it all started. Even when I decided I was going to have a mobility scooter and try to leave the house, I had to okay it with my GP and that and make sure they were informed. I have my lights on. We are on here. There's nothing coming behind me. Go around this vehicle, back in here, because I prefer to stay as close to the curb as possible. I do like going down here. But yeah, there's some maintenance work to do on the Quingo. Tighten up some nuts and bolts and that. I don't talk much when I'm on doing this bit because I'm always so focused on the actual let's just get down here. One of the things I've always got to be aware of is vehicles pulling out or opening their side doors. I'm so thankful for the rear-facing camera on this. Yeah, have to watch out for vehicles. Sometimes you can't tell when a person's going to pull out, and sometimes they don't look behind them. The batteries are handling really well. I mean, this ride out has only cost 5% of the battery. All the way here, up to town and back. I love going up this hill, because I used to push a wheelchair up this hill with Paola in. I know how hard this hill is to go up, and now it's just like, yeah, just a breeze. Ooh, it's colder than it's funny enough, it feels colder than it did the day before. When I went out last time and it was all frosty, and it was -2 to 0 degrees, it was actually warmer than this feeling, because there wasn't a wind. There's a biting cold and the sky's all dark and miserable and that. And it's definitely colder. I can feel it biting through my clothes and that. The icy wind. So we're almost home. Of course, I'll be stopping just a while before I get home. Ooh. I'll be glad to get home. We're only 13 miles away from 700 miles travel on this Quingo. Okay, crossover. Oh, now that is a problem. But hopefully will resolve itself. Go to the side here. Ooh. Best way to go. Right, we're almost home. It's like they're building new places. Oh no. Computers go boom. Oh, they've got more of these signs up here. When they put these on the... It's a good job these pavements are so big. Okay, so... Here we go. I will say bye-bye to you all. Bye-bye for now.